Hello, in this video we will give you the pleasure to meet the legendary Warren Buffett. We will review together what is his best investment, how he is running his portfolio, and what are the tools he uses to pick a stock. If you ever think about investing, you definitely heard about Warren Buffett, the biggest investor ever. He started as a poor child and achieved a net worth of $100 billion. Buffett currently is a partner and chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway had the most expensive share ever, around 450,000 US dollar per share. Can you imagine to buy one share you have to pay around $500,000? With a brief review to the latest annual letter to investor, we will review his best investment, his prediction to the market, and his strategy. As you can see, according to the annual report of 2021, the biggest investment for Berkshire started with a total $104 billion and they worth now $350 billion. A different company with a different sector. But the first note that I can write it down about his investment that he prefers the companies that has a large volume of the market, like Apple, Coca-Cola, American Express, and not looking for company like Ferrari, Rolex, or Armani. Now, if you want to review the performance of Berkshire, you will be shocked. By simple comparison to the S&P 500, we can notice that Berkshire has passed the US index with a million steps away. For example, 10,000 in S&P 500 in 1965, it will be worth $2.4 million. However, if you were investing in Berkshire, your return will be $271 million. Let's see how Warren Buffett managing his portfolio with the complex condition of COVID, the high inflation, and the Russian-Ukrainian war. He is currently holding $144 billion, which is a ton of cash, and literally by this amount, he can buy a country. For any market watcher, that amount of cash signs that the big player is preparing for a big crash, and he certainly sees an overvalued market. And for anyone willing to invest these days, you should think twice. Also, you can conclude that he is waiting the right time to buy and to hunt a new opportunity. Finally, let's talk what are the most important tools Buffett uses to pick a stock. The most important tool is the intrinsic value, which will calculate the prediction of cash flow from a company for a certain period of time. And this formula is a bit complicated and we will present it in a different video. Second, the PE ratio, which indicates how much an investor pays to buy one share of earning in a certain company. For example, company with a profit $100,000 and number of share 200,000 would result in earning per share $0.5. So, if the price of the share is $10 in the market, an investor pays 20 times for each $0.5 earning. Or in another way, he's paying $10 for each $0.5 profit for that company, which is, by the way, very acceptable in the investing standard for a company with a competitive advantage. Please, if you find it complicated, repeat it many times to understand the main point behind the PE ratio. And last, we cannot forget the Buffett indicator. The Buffett indicator is a simple tool to gauge the macroeconomy from an investor perspective. It's the formula total value of capital market divided by the GDP of the country. And as you can see, it easily shown on the graph. According to the past pattern, the average ratio is 120%. However, it's currently giving around 190%, which is an overvalued market. In conclusion, I have gave you an idea about the main key factor for investing decision, but do not forget to put your effort and search well for opportunity to use all quantitative and qualitative analysis to choose your investment. And remember, if you have the skills, You don't need luck.